Hi there, Simple Squad. It's me, the narrator, here to let you in on a little secret. The next episode of Simply Complicated Universe is going to be very different from what you're hearing right now. Why? Because we are going on an adventure. That's right. So stock up on some items and get your affairs in order. It's going to be a fun little trip. Till then, enjoy this episode of Simply Complicated Universe.
Hello, Simple Squad. Welcome back. Welcome in, welcome all. It's another episode of Simply Complicated, and today I am joined by a guest named Dr. Nigel Brand Anderson. Welcome, Doctor. How are you doing? How are you?
Greetings and salutations. It's I, Dr. Nigel Grant Anderson, and I just wanted to say, love y'all. You know,
Sir,
we live in a world. We live in a world where they don't understand that a name means something. See, look. If we break down my name first, Nigel. See,
all right,
every hold on, you gotta let me speak. Every letter in my first name means something, but the last two letters, that's elegant living. You take that out, and I'm just nigga.
So I hate to. So is it an acronym for something?
Yeah. So you take that out.
Elaborate.
You take that out. So you take out the elegant living, and I'm just Dr. Nick Grant Anderson. Now,
wouldn't it be Nige?
So my middle name is Grant, and it's big G at the beginning because my mom knew I was gonna be a G.
Right.
But as a doctor, I get angry because sometimes I gotta rant, and as a doctor, sometimes you gotta take that out. You gotta take the rant out of your name. You heard me?
You sure your mom just didn't name you Grant? Like after a relative or something?
So now, so you take that out.
What?
You become Nig, and then Anderson.
Well, what happened to the? So wait, you just Nige Anderson?
Yeah. So look, this last part right here, so Anderson. So look, last name is Anderson. That was my given name when my great grandparent came to this land. You heard me? But we gotta take out the name.
Doctor?
We gotta take out the name. We gotta take that name apart and see that A at the beginning is because I'm an alpha.
What is happening? Doc?
You take the rest out of that out, and it leave you with Dr. Nigger. Dr. Nigger. Hold on, pause.
I don't think anyone in this room is clapping right now.
Hold on, pause.
You're a white Irish man. And you just said the N-word. You just said the N-word.
Hold on, pause.
There's no applause. There's no applause. They're booing you, actually.
Hey, why you boo me? I'm right.
Sir.
So you really gonna boo me?
I'm very confused here. So let's break this down once again. What are you a doctor? Like, what's your specialty? What's your specialty for you to be a doctor?
Huh?
What's your specialty for you to be a doctor?
Ergonomics.
Like, what's your what?
Ergonomics.
What was that?
Ergonomics.
Sir, what are you saying?
Ergonomics.
This isn't gonna work. I can't interview this guy. You're not really a doctor, are you, Grant?
See?
Your name's not even Nigel, is it? Look, you know what? I'm gonna have to ask the department to get me a better. Look, let whoever that is in. I hear the knocking, but just let them in. It's gonna be another week where it's just me Because I got a freaking doctor by the name of Grant Anderson who just wanted to say the N-word because he's white and Irish. And he didn't even say where he's from, but I can tell. Oh, God, this is going to be a shit show once again.
What's poppin', people?
Rizu?
Wazam.
What you doing here? What you doing here?
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it is, but I wasn't expecting you at all. You know why? Because I didn't get any call, I didn't get a text, I didn't get anything. I just figured I had to do this again by myself, like I did the last 2 weeks ago.
Let me tell you something. It was unfortunate circumstance.
That's fine.
But we back.
No, get out. I should have saw it coming a long time. Let me guess, you're the doctor.
You already know.
Get out. I have the exact same voice. I'm not this stupid. Oh my god. Welcome to Simply Complicated Universe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the lover boy that never was, the MCZX, and as you can tell, Rizu has pulled a fast one because he came in here dressed with the fake mask on, the white skin, claiming Dr. Nigel Grant Anderson, but truthfully, it was Rizu all along, knocking at the door. How were you in two places at once is the real question. You know what? I probably didn't recognize you leave because I put my head down. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
A magician never reveals their secrets.
Sure. As you know, I'm your best friend on the internet that you did not know you had. And Rizu, you can introduce yourself. I don't understand what just happened. I need to take a
What's popping with y'all? It's your boy Rizu. I'm sitting here eating a bag of popcorn in y'all ear. It's from Lesser Evils. You hear me? The original popcorn, Himalayan pink salt, premium quality, minimally processed with organic olive oil. I'm sorry, organic coconut oil. 40 calories per cup. I done ate half this bag. I don't think that was per cup. I might have a problem.
I think you're not following the directions on the bag.
But you guys already know what it is. It's your boy Rizu. I got the cookies. Buy one, get one for the same price. I got the Rice Krispies. Buy two, get three for the price of four, but these hands are always free. And factually, a summa cum laude cannot beat me up.
I don't want to know what that means. But sure. Welcome, everybody. The gang's all here, and stuff happened over the past 2 weeks.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Let me update you on some of the stuff that I did over the past 2 weeks. So, I pre-ordered my Nintendo Switch 2. I already got it, and then I paid for it the very next week. So, it's taken care of. It's just a countdown at this point. I'm waiting for it. Can't wait for it. To play it, actually. I want to smoke somebody in Mario Kart world and then attack my backlog of games. And I'm not getting rid of my original Switch because it's precious. It's a precious little bean. Been through a lot.
You better
I want to get rid of it.
You're better than me because my whole goal with having a Switch 2 is to go back and play games that I have no business playing again. I'm telling y'all straight up. My old Switch, that bitch on death's door. That bitch look ugly.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I'm sorry.
At my old school, fucked up my Switch.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I really did.
Running slow. But guess what's about to happen on this new Switch? First game I'm downloading, You think it's gonna be Mario Kart World,
Is it
and it
Pokemon?
probably is. I feel like it's probably already downloaded on now. If you get the game with the Switch,
I got the bundle, yeah.
but if it's not, I'm gonna purposely download Pokemon Unite first. Yeah, that's right.
Oh God! Don't ruin the
Going back to-
experience.
A toxic relationship.
Why are you doing that to yourself? You don't need to
Look.
go back to Pokemon Unite. We
I
went
would never
over
go back
this.
to a toxic relationship for Pokemon Unite. I could play with it a little longer.
So this brings me to ask you the question, and I hope I don't sound like a crunchy bot right now.
No, you sound really good. The only thing sound
also-
country is this lesser evil Himalayan
God.
pink salt popcorn.
We're not sponsored by them, but it would be nice if we did have a sponsor.
Hey, look, I know I keep talking about it, but y'all, if you have the stomach issues I've been having, this is actually good. Like, popcorn is one of those foods that tell you can't eat. This popcorn has less fiber, but it's actually healthy, so it don't fuck up your stomach, and you can still eat popcorn. Now, you probably shouldn't eat half the bag like I did, but
Yeah, maybe not.
it is what it is.
You ate half the bag. Okay, we didn't hear any of that. I did though. I hope that didn't pick up on the mic. That you did hear. Reezer just got assaulted by an unknown force. I don't want to tell y'all what happened. Actually, yeah, y'all know who did that. Siren did that.
Fucking criminal.
Popped him right over the head for burping. Oh, well, there's that.
Yeah. Y'all, this is domestic violence on the podcast.
I really hope this is not picking up on the mic.
He just put a domestic violence filter on the podcast.
Oh, God.
Sorry, over here beating my ass.
Well,
fuck.
this is now evidence if this ever goes to court. He's
Yeah, that's
abusive,
right.
Home. He's abusive.
That's right. This evidence. I'm taking you
Pitiful.
into the pokey.
No chocolate for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. No chocolate for you.
No chocolate cake. No none of that. You're going in a pokey. You're going to stay in there
You going in the slammer.
to prison for abuse, which is no good. We don't like abuse here, friend.
But what you been up to this week, dog?
Well-
what topics you got for us today?
I have some movie recommendations before I get to that, and a certain old man who shouldn't be doing things with these teenagers.
Oh no.
I do want to talk about the mic situation. The reason I said I hope I don't sound like a crunchy robot. Unfortunately, the new microphone has not been ordered yet because business had to be taken care of. And I'm hoping and praying that this mic doesn't just decide to randomly turn me into a robot, because it happened during, the last upload, and it's pretty hard to salvage that. So I hope this mic holds up for today's recording. So when you guys hear the episode, it sounds clear and crisp, not like I don't want it to sound like that. What else? I told y'all about the Switch 2. Got that. WrestleMania happened. That happened. That's over with. And it went just about as I said it would go. My predictions were pretty close, spot on for the two main events anyway. So I'm happy with that. I should have got money for that. What else, guys? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but I do have those topics. I got the movie recommendations. I have the thing regarding Shannon Sharpe.
Hey, look, I stayed quiet on it because look, I know you won't talk about it, son.
I'd rather we get this out the way now instead of the movie recommendations, because this is gonna piss me off. If I go for movie recommendation,
old niggas did things, dog. And what I mean by that is like, all right, boom. For context, y'all, MC and Genkai were talking about it earlier in the group chat, and I was watching, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm not surprised because it's like, they stereotype it in movies But old niggas really be doing shit like that.
If you don't know, well, carry on.
Yeah, go. You go ahead. You get an explanation first.
Yeah, before we jump into it, if you don't know, Shannon Sharpe, Club Shay Shay, the legendary tight end. Well, he got himself into some trouble. You see, he let the gooning, he let that win. He let that, cloud his thoughts, and he wasn't thinking clearly. I don't think he ever been thinking clearly, but unfortunately, Shannon Sharpe he's being sued by this 19-year-old OnlyFans model. She's white. Yes, we know Shannon loves the snow bunny here and there, but he's being sued for inappropriate relationships. It sounded on her end that it wasn't consensual and was more manipulative than anything, and on his end it was like just hookups, but money's involved, a transactional relationship. So I think every time Shannon's had like someone like a Monique, a Cat Williams on this podcast, even a Cheryl Underwood, they told him he needs to, deal with someone that's his age. And Shannon has said multiple times he wants to deal with people that's within his wage. He don't want no old lady. He want one of them young girls. He want one of them things you could pay and they just do what you say and don't have much to say back to you. And, well, he done did it because, he fell for a pog, ladies and gentlemen. One pog. That's all it takes to destroy a black man's legacy, his enterprise. Just throw a pog at him and make it spicy. And here you are. And this is it. I know I could explain that much better, but I'm really disappointed in this. Like,
see, look.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it. And I don't want it to sound bad, though.
I feel like it's gonna sound bad.
All right, look. I'm too old to be fooling. All right, look, hold on. For pretext. Y'all, I have no issue with y'all having interracial relationships, nothing like that. People gonna do what they do. Hey, live your life. I personally am somebody who has no preference on that. But, as a black man, you still must take care and be wary of the situations you can find yourself in.
Correct. It's pretty simple. Especially if you're rich and have money.
A line that I truly love. You already know what movie it's from. I'm mad because the name escapes me. It's a movie with Keke Palmer and SZA.
One of them days.
Yeah. Unc was supposed to take heed, and heed was not taken.
No heed was taken whatsoever. I don't understand the idea behind control and certain men that constantly need that. They don't want any pushback. I don't get it. And the way he tells it, that's the type of person he wants to be with. He doesn't really want a connection. He just wants someone to sleep with, and they do what he says. And he throws money at it, and the problems go away. And I don't get it. I don't understand that. Because isn't there more to life than just having someone just do everything you say? I mean, let's just be honest. If he was going to take heed, as one says, what Buddy should have did, if he's going to be a bachelor and live the bachelor lifestyle, how about you get consenting women to sleep with? You just have a roster. They don't have to be nothing serious, just a roster. And they all consent to it. And they happen to be around your age range. Because you can't tell me there's no fine ladies that are in their 50s, 40s, 30s even, that would get down with Shannon Sharpe.
And see, look, that's where I was saying earlier, I'm going to sound bad talking about it like this. I agree. It's the age range thing. It's not the race thing. Because a lot of people will turn it into the race thing. And it's, I personally don't care what race the lady Unc was messing with was. But, Unc.
Come on, Unc. What are you doing? It's a 19-year-old. Like, she don't know shit about shit. What are you doing? Why? She's 19 with a fat ass. That's all she got going for her right now. Why are you with her? Because you can control her. That's it. She don't know no better. You couldn't get her to sign an NDA to not talk about this. So you should have knew something was up right then and there. And when I saw the text messages between the two, it just seemed like he was paying for puss. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get it how you live. But he was paying for it and she just wasn't getting her money. And then went public. And then you read her affidavit, the court thing. It sounds worse than that. It sounds like Shannon just would bring her to the house and do whatever with her. And she kept going over there. See, hold on. There has to be a couple rules of this. If you're uncomfortable around someone, don't get me wrong, Reason. If you're uncomfortable around somebody, would you still go over to their house even though they made you feel uncomfortable this first, second, third, the first fucking time? Hell no. So if look, I get it. She's still a fucking teenager, technically. An adult, but a teenager. You're 19, but there's no way you're going to go to this rich man's house, this 57-year-old man's house, go over there, hang out with him. You just lay there with him for 10 minutes, and then eventually y'all have sex. And then after that, you do it again. Cool. Round 2. People like rounds. I'm not against rounds. I'm just saying, we do it again, and then again, and then again, and again. I'm sorry. I don't get it. There has to be some onus on her and as well, because you keep going back there. And you're not going back there because you like the guy if he made you feel uncomfortable. I'm just not buying that part. Money had to be on the table for you to go back and back and back and back and back. And the way y'all speak to each other makes it clear that money is involved. Somebody's paying for something. He should know better. Like, you know this is what this girl do. She an escort, low key, and you still go, bruh, you paying for that. If you're gonna
it's
be a
really
bachelor,
a situation. Unc know what the fuck he was getting into.
Come on now. Say it again. Say it
Unc knew what he was
again.
getting into. And like, not even we can paint the situation because we're not painting no type of way. Unc knew what he was getting into. As a black man, he knew what he was getting into.
And as a black man, why are you doing race play with a white woman, bruh? What are you doing? You're from the deep south. What do you get out of that? I'm not understanding. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. This is not for your ancestors. Oh, I fucked this white girl. It's not for your ancestors. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Race play and BDSM and all I'm gonna say, I hope this is a smear campaign. I hope they're just trying to, they caught a player slipping. But if you need to be held accountable just for the age gap in general. You don't think that's weird? You are 56 and she's 19. What do y'all got to talk about? What do y'all have to discuss? There's nothing for y'all to speak about. The gap is far too wide. You don't know shit about shit, and you know what you're doing. Being manipulative. You're gonna get what you want from her. You're gonna throw her some money, and she might catch feelings or some shit. That's why, when his alleged video of him on IG fucking around with that lady named Michelle went up, the girl got in her feelings about it. Clearly, you're not the only one that's being tricked around right here. But her young ass think y'all a thing. And you know what you're doing. You're too old to be doing this shit. That's really the point blank period of all of it. You're far too old to even be in this position. If you're going to do that shit, the NDA gotta be signed. That's first and foremost. If you couldn't get her to sign the NDA the first 2 times, bro, you should have left her ass alone. End of story. I don't care that y'all met in the gym. I don't care. I don't care about the origin of this shit. All I know is you couldn't get the job done. You couldn't get an NDA signed. Should have let the girl go. Go find someone else who's willing to sign an NDA so you could get your rocks off.
Fuck all of that. If you in a situation where you gotta get somebody to sign an NDA, you shouldn't be in that situation, Unc.
Period. Period. Honestly, you said it. You said it. There's no reason 2 consenting adults should have to go through paperwork before they're about to have sex. I get you're famous, but come on, brother. You know.
Shit like that in these type of situations always rub me the wrong way because it's like, what the fuck are you doing to where that's the case? Like, don't get me wrong, I know people be rich, but the moment you're like, hey, look, anytime something pop up in media and they like, oh yeah, man, I need you to sign an NDA for what the fuck you doing there? What you need that?
You doing a freak off? Diddy party?
Honestly, that's what I think of too. It really gotta be like, yeah, man, y'all doing some scandalous shit. Cause
it can't just be some race play and BDSM. Like, you must be beating bitches up. And that's how you get your rocks off. You must be doing way more than a little light choke. You must be throwing hands on top of the race play. This is for my ancestors, Skip. What are you doing? What are you doing? Big dog. I hope you learn from this at the very least. And after all this shit blow over, go settle down with someone your damn age. Do that. Stop looking for these 19-year-old, these 18-year-old, fresh out of fucking high school ass girls who's on OnlyFans and Fansly and all these other fucking platforms where they're showcasing the good. How about you just, I don't know. Where would you meet someone your age? I don't know. Go to church. Maybe try church for once. If that doesn't work, there's apps. There's dating apps. You have money. You can buy the premium thing. There's a dating app for famous people. So, what? There's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's so many avenues to avoid this shit. And Buddy didn't avoid it. Buddy's taking it head on. And this is going to play out probably to the rest of the year. He claims he'll be back on TV when the NFL preseason starts. I don't think that's the case. Because if it turns nasty while he's off the television and not on, his own podcast or nightcap, and something get brought up that is irrefutable, you're done. Another one bites the dust, all because he saw some ass. Another one brought the dust. Like, bruh, I need Unc and all that are like Unc to stop dating these younger girls just so you can control them. I need you to date somebody that's gonna, check your ass when you're being weird as fuck. I need you to go learn how to respect women on top of that. They're not sex objects, man.
A lot of people have that issue though, dog. Like I know we talking about Unc, but we live in a generation where people just don't know how to act with women on the weirdest level.
The scaring the hoes mentality. Not calling all women hoes, but y'all get the term. That seems to be with a lot of fellas nowadays. Y'all are weird. Y'all are strange. Like, the ulterior motives just be there. Out in the open, and y'all have a hard time concealing them motherfuckers. Y'all have the worst time. Y'all know y'all on some other shit. Some are bold enough to come out with it. Some of y'all just be weird. Sure, we'll be friends. Oh, that's not what you.
It'd be so fucking weird too, dog.
That's not what you're doing. I don't know, bro. It's I won't call it a pandemic, but man, y'all fellas, you need to check other fellas that are being weird to these ladies out here, especially my black brothers and folk them out here, bro. We respect that and make sure that we respect our women, respect all women, but black brothers, please respect our women. Don't be fucking weird about this.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's very simple. Don't be weird. I need y'all to lock in, treat them like you treat your sister or your mother, or somebody that you respect. Shit, it starts with respect. So if you don't have respect, you ain't even gonna get there. But be better.
And I think that's the biggest thing, son.
These
dudes are the same dudes that'll feel some type of way if somebody treat their mama some type of way, but they don't
treat women same way that person that disrespected their mother. Like they don't see the connection, bro. I don't get it.
I can't. I know this like off the topic, but I can't rock with somebody who don't respect their mama. Like me and my mama butt heads a lot, but I still got respect for moms, and that carry over to like my girlfriend and the women that I work with and the people that I consider friends. I don't see how you could like just have no respect for people that you be around.
The only way I can see you disrespecting your mother is if your mother isn't a mom to you. If your mom, is nowhere near motherly, she's like the scum of the earth to her kids. I could see how, relationships like that end with I don't respect my dude. But if your mom is nothing but good to you, your mom trying her best for you and doing the best she can, and you still don't respect her, can't respect you. Simple as that. You're gonna have conflict with your parents. I know me and my mom had a legendary run of arguments from about 16 to 17, but it's funny looking back at it. Like, what the hell were we arguing with each other about? So stupid, but I'll always respect my mother and love her. I'm never gonna call my mama a bitch or any of that, cause you crossing lines there when you're doing that shit, first and foremost. And if you disrespect your mama, bro, psychiatric evaluation for one, and two, really look at the person you disrespecting. That's the person you came out of. The person that brought you here. You gonna disrespect them? Hell no.
Taking it back to women, it really just is like,
rock with it.
The way I feel about it is, there's no, for me to disrespect a woman, they would have really had to, like, not even disrespect me. They'd have had to, like, really did some foul shit. Because some people ain't got no manners. Some people don't know how to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just don't. A lot of situations, especially nowadays, I can say it'll piss Kate off. It definitely pissed my mom off. Because I'll sit there and I'll look at a situation and I'll be like, all right, you done pissed me off. I'm about to just walk off. And I do. I realize I'll walk off from a situation before I sit there and get disrespectful. It ain't even worth my time to be upset.
Yeah, and it's not worth my time arguing with you either. Because what I'm gonna get out of that? I know over time, as I've grown older, I have no reason to argue with a woman for nothing. Unless me and her dating. If we're dating, then obviously we're gonna, have a little conflict here and there. But hopefully none. But if it's just a random woman, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not doing that. And that's not to say that you're not worth the argument. Or I don't want to make it seem like I only argue with men. Like you said, it has to be something heinous for me to, okay, I gotta cut you up now. I gotta cut you because you're doing too much. But as a man, I'm not going to argue with a woman over anything where I feel, like you said, it's going to get disrespectful. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm gonna go walk and chill out, cool off, instead of...
Shit, I'm definitely not about to make you sign no shit neither.
Hell no. Because we had an argument, so sign this NDA. Now listen, you little motherfucker, I ain't about to do that. That's not what's about to happen. But I say that to say, as a man, you should not be wasting your time, not even just arguing with women. You shouldn't be arguing with anybody. Point blank. Unless they really trying to get under your skin. And even if it's that point, leave. Take a walk, leave. Just leave. Let them be ignorant in their own shit. Now I want to clarify whatever I was about to say earlier, because I'm not saying I don't argue with women because women are listening and they're not worth arguing. No, I don't see the point, because I respect women too much for me to disrespect them in an argument. Because then I'm gonna feel bad that I done said something to you when I didn't have to. I could just hold my tongue or just leave. You hear me? And it saves me space up here mentally, so I don't have to store that in the memory banks of, oh my God, she made me do this. She made me say such and such. I'd say for people in general, I ain't arguing with you. If I can't help you, I'm gonna leave you alone, as my mama would say. I'll leave you alone if I can't help you. That's all I'm here to really do, is try to help you. If you ain't rocking with that, you are getting left in the dust. You heard me? But back to Shannon, Mr. Sharpe. I hope you're saying what this is just trying to be a takedown for a black man. If it is, shameful on the lawyer and the team, but shameful on you too for getting yourself in this situation. And I think that's all I really need to say about that, because you put yourself here now, made it public for us to know about it, and here we are, because of you not thinking clearly, you not moving smartly. You have money to do this sneakily. Sneakily a word. Sneaky is a word. Sneakily is not a word.
I shouldn't know about this nigga business. That's the biggest thing.
That too. But you could be covert with it, brother, and you're not doing that. There are websites for celebrities to hook up. There's websites for people in your tax bracket who hook up with each other and keep it that way. If you're just looking for hookups, there's ways to do this without it being our business. You don't have to make people sign NDAs. But clearly, something's afoot. Something's not right. If you think you can just throw an NDA and some money at some 18, 19, 20-year-old and keep it pushing and move on to the next one, because that's all that was going to happen. Avoid transactional relationships as much as you can, ladies and gentlemen, because once you realize it's one of those transactional relationships, you're in for a world of trouble. Nothing good comes out of that. And as you can see with Unc, he might just lose everything he worked so hard for, all for some ass. All for some ass.
All for some ass.
Very disappointing. Oh, I got another topic. Did you hear about the sperm race in LA?
No, I'm scared.
You scared? You want me to tell you about it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm scared.
The movie recommendations
did y'all do?
Up. So I want to make sure I got the dates right. So this 17-year-old named Eric Zhu from the Midwest, he sold out an arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the first of its kind sporting event, and it was live streamed from a studio in Los Angeles, and it's called Sperm Racing. So what happens? They take, I think about 4 or 5 guys. I think it was 4 guys for this event. Maybe it was more. I didn't watch the whole event. I saw a piece on it this morning. It's a little silly race, but they take the sperm and they put it in this little tube, and they zoom in on the sperm. And you know how sperm works. It's working to get to the egg, right? So the track looks like it's trying to get to an egg, but it looks like a racing track. And they zoom in on it, they put it on this big screen, and you literally see the sperm race. One side has one side of sperm, on the left is one side of sperm, and the right is another side of sperm. So it's 2 separate tracks. They're not all on just one track. And whoever gets to, whichever sperm crosses the finish line first is the winner.
Okay.
And you want to know how much you win?
How much?
$10,000 and a golden sperm trophy. It's under a microscope is how you get to see it. It's magnified
This sounds
100
terrible.
times. You can literally go watch it. Oh, you know what the loser gets?
What?
It gets slimed.
Not slime.
They get slimed.
Dog, what the fuck is this plan? Dog, look, I know we ain't even talked about this man. But I gotta mention it just cause, look, we ain't been talking about politics with y'all, and we gonna continue not doing that unless we feel the need. Why the fuck this nigga Trump?
Oh no, why are you bringing this devil's name up?
Dog, why did he fucking go and put that AI picture of him as a fucking Jedi on the White House website, but he had a red lightsaber showing that he's evil? And he did that shit and nobody was like, President Trump, you know that's the evil one, right? No, son.
I mean,
this nigga idiot, son.
I think I might trigger a lot of Star Wars fans, but I mean, isn't that y'all? Well, not your poster boy, but purists would point it out that he's supposed to be, rocking the blue lightsaber, but the fan base, a little bit racist. So I think they'll let this slide. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
They probably will. It's just, y'all some fucking idiots, man. They make me mad, son. I hate niggas.
Yeah, he said he's with the Republic, not the Rebels. And I mean, if you watch the original trilogy, y'all know how that went, right? For the Republic, Death Star blew up, and they all died, and the Rebels won. No, nothing, guys. I don't remember.
So,
okay,
selective
memory.
So I'm just. When I tell you I seen that shit, I was just like, all I've been seeing this weekend for some reason is just a whole bunch of shit of this man being stupid. And it's not like I didn't already know he was an idiot. But god damn, why I had to see this.
Well, they also did like the Studio Ghibli AI of that lady being deported, so I'm not surprised.
You talking about the fucking racist?
Yeah.
No,
That's
you said
also-
deported.
Yeah, they did that.
No, I'm talking about, okay, I don't know if I shared the post. The fucking racist white lady who called, hold on.
Oh, speaking of racist white lady, are you talking about that racist white lady that called the black person, I'm sorry, a 5-year-old autistic child the N-word, and then he got like almost $500,000 from a bunch of other racists? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Talk about that real quick. I gotta.
Yeah, guys, that happened. That's the thing. Makes me wonder if humanity's ever gonna heal from anything, because y'all cannot shake racism to save y'all lives. I swear, y'all just won't let that one go. It should be dead by now, but here we are, still dealing with it in the year 2025. Supposed to have flying cars and robots and shit, but here we are, still fighting the racism pandemic. A white woman was playing with her son at a park, and she claimed a 5-year-old autistic boy took her son's toys. So in response of, just getting the toy back and giving it to the other kid, he calls the black boy a nigger, hard R, and this guy recorded, the aftermath. Like, did you just call that black baby the N-word? The N-word? And then he said nigger, and I'm like, okay, I'm not understanding why you're saying it too, but because you're not black, but alright. And he looks at the camera all snooty and shit, and then says, yeah, N-word, 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 N-word. And says he shouldn't be acting like one, because if he wasn't acting like one, I wouldn't call him one. And you would think that's the end of it. You'd think, she would get fired from all her jobs, and they'd find her, and that'd be it. But no, he starts a GoFundMe, and the racist people come pouring in like a stream. They just pour all in money. Money's just going to her account to the point where she raised, I think, like $300,000, $400K, almost $500,000, and yeah, that happened. Oh, I'm sorry, it's over $600K. She called a 5-year-old a nigger and got $600,000. What are we doing as a society? It's a 5-year-old. I'm sorry, if you're cursing out children, or even calling children racial slurs, he's 5 and autistic. I don't understand what world we live in where that's something that's okay, because this woman shouldn't be a $500,000. She's almost $500,000. Fucking $500K. $600K actually. You guys gave her $600K for calling a 5-year-old autistic black boy a nigger. And
it pissed me off.
This is the world we live in. It pissed me off too, because I hate the fact that all this ties together. Shannon, do you see why we're so mad at you, Shannon? Because shit like this happens. White women can literally call 5-year-old autistic black kids the N-word, nigger, hard R, and they become rich off of it. Talking about, I'm standing up against harassment. I have to protect my family because the 5-year-old was acting like one. He's autistic. The world we live in is just cruel. I'm waiting for the great meteor or the trumpets or whatever it is to get us to the next place, because this shit's ridiculous. This shouldn't even be happening. And the fact people are so comfortable being racist is mind-boggling to me. No one should be comfortable being racist. I don't care who's in office. You shouldn't be comfortable being a racist prick. This is not back in the day. That shit was embarrassing then. It says a lot about you if you're triggered by the color of someone's skin or their ethnicity or their orientation or whatever. That says a fucking lot. That says you're fragile. You can't call other people soft or snowflakes or any of that other shit. If you're scared of a color or what someone does between the sheets or where someone came from, you don't get to decide that one party is soft. You don't
Fuck
get to do that.
Fuck
You're
that.
a bitch.
Fear me. Yeah, I'm an educated black man that knows his worth. Fear me. Fear me, white man.
I'm saying you should be embarrassed. You hear me? You should be embarrassed.
It's really
you shouldn't even
dumb.
fear anyone, Reason. It's dumb. Racism is the stupidest shit. The stupidest shit ever invented. And the fact that this country can't get past it is so pitiful.
And obviously, you know, guys, I'm joking. But the fact of the matter is, it's like what MC said. It's really fucking stupid that this is how this, it's like we're going backwards. We're really going backwards as a country. Like, damn, y'all really, I think the thing that I'm most upset about that situation is, it's like, you know, I always talk about it, especially becoming a teacher and working with kids with autism on a daily basis. I don't see how you could really, I don't know how she with her whole chest decided she was going to attack autistic black kid and then justify it and then try to make money because she was like, oh, I feared for my life. Why'd you call an autistic black kid a nigga? And obviously he's 5. It really, not even fuck the age, but yeah, no, he's 5. But it's the fact that you did it. She, with her whole fucking chest, did that shit. And it's just like,
damn, this is the world I live in. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. And nobody's combating it. GoFundMe hasn't shut the damn thing down yet.
Oh, no. It's not on GoFundMe. It's not on GoFundMe because I watched something on Instagram. I watched Tizzy Entertainment, and it's like,
never mind. I'm sorry, GoFundMe. Yeah. It was on GoFundMe. It took it down. All right, good.
Gives and goes or something like that, and the people who are giving donations are using codes that white supremacists use and all of that. I gotta go back and find it. But somebody donated.
Gives and go.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, that's what I was. Oh, it was a fucking YouTube short. Oh, that shit weird. Anyway,
I don't know.
No, I don't know. No, don't get a stupid algorithm, y'all. Tizzy.
It is almost $650,000. I'm looking at this. We already went over all of this.
Yeah, no, I was trying to see.
I found it. I'm looking at it. What do you mean? See, this is what I'm talking about. I hate this victim mentality. I don't like the fact where you'll start some shit with something or someone that can't defend themselves when good people go to bat for other good people. Now you're scared for your life. Now you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to fucking do. But you started it. You started with a 5-year-old, mind you.
All right, I found what I was looking for now.
Mm-hmm.
So people are donating. This dude, his tag was average white man, and he donated $14.88. And I believe $14.88 is a code for white supremacists. And he was like, "You did the right thing, but for standing up for your son, your bravery is needed in these trying times. Hopefully, you can move into a nicer neighborhood, one free of those savages." And it's like, dog, this is the shit that they really stand on.
Y'all are spending money, your own dollars, to make a racist white woman feel better about her decision to call a 5-year-old the N-word. For what? For what? You don't get to be cool because you do shit like that. I don't give a fuck if the kid took the toy. He's autistic. He's a child. Kids play with each other at the park. You don't have no right to go to another person's child, call them a racial slur, and then play the mind your business card. You don't get to do that because this is someone's child. You wouldn't like it if someone came to your child and started calling them every white slur in the book. You'd be offended. You'd want to go to fight. I don't buy any of the shit that lady's selling about her social security card and number being leaked. I don't buy any of that shit. I don't buy it. You don't get to be racist Period. That shit shouldn't even fly here. The fact that Nazis can walk around comfortably in America, you know, the enemy of America, since people love history so much, the enemy of America gets to walk around in America like nothing's wrong with their ideology. Nothing's wrong with that shit. I'm tired of shit like that, quite frankly. I'm so tired of it. It's so hypocritical. America, pick one. You're either with them or you're not with them. Which one is it? Because you can't allow folks like this to be in your country, and you can't coddle these people who make shitty decisions. They make real shitty decisions. What she did was shitty, and she's not going to learn from it because she's being granted $600,000 in response. So there's nothing to be taught here. But she don't need to be in this country. She needs to go somewhere else. She needs to leave. She needs to leave. Because you're going to attack an autistic 5-year-old, but you're not going to, you can't hold up anything else. Now you're mad that the internet's on your ass. And the only solace you can seek is from racist people who will remain anonymous because they're too pussy to show their face and say things with their chest.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't understand why they choose to be bold and racist, but when it comes down to confrontation, they're quiet as a fucking mouse. I do not get it. They're only bold in numbers, but when it's one-on-one, and I've seen it countless times throughout a billion internet clips, if they don't have a mob, they're fucking petrified. Racist people are petrified when it's one-on-one. They don't want no one-on-one. That's why you see this give, send, go bullshit. That's why you see GoFundMe bullshit. That's why you see all this other shit. It all ties back to the lack of accountability and not thinking straight. And having that sickness in your head, thinking that your skin color makes you who you are when you're defined by your character. Your character makes you who you are. What the fuck? What was that? HP Smart just pulled up on my screen. I don't even know what that was about. That was weird. But it's always going to be about your character at the end of the day. You need to surround yourself with quality people. And to the white listeners, be anti-racist. You're going to have to be anti-racist. Because every minority group, look, it's not that we don't trust y'all, but history is kind of hard to ignore, you know? And when you read enough of it, you get a little weary sometimes. You have to be anti-racist, and you also have to use your voice to shut this shit down. You can't allow folks to get comfortable being racist assholes. They should feel shame. They should feel uncomfortable. They should not get to live a happy, easy-go, carefree ass life. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. And if that offends you, you're listening to the wrong damn podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, my white listeners. Y'all have to be anti-racist and use your voices. Do not sympathize with people who are dumbasses and get caught doing dumbass shit and then want to cry wolf about it. Prove that you're not like them. Go on, Reese.
Like, MC said this not the podcast to you, but even if you don't feel the same way about them people, I mean, even if you feel like it's disgusting, if you were sitting there not doing nothing, you're part of the problem.
Silence is complicity. If you're going to be silent about it, that means you're okay with it. You're okay with that shit happening. You're not raising a fuss about it. Big problem. Because your silence is saying, oh, that's fine. We should call all autistic black people who are 5 and under the N-word. Sure. That's normal. You know that's a thing that adults are supposed to do.
This gonna come off very aggressive for me because I feel like this is more of an Edge thing to do than a Rizu thing to do. But I promise you, let me catch you talking bad about an autistic kid or just being disrespectful of kids with autism. I promise you, I'll beat the fuck out. There's no, a lot of them kids got hearts of gold. Not a lot of those kids. All of them kids really be having hearts of gold, dog. They don't be wanting shit. They don't even think about people treating them the ways that they get treated. And it really just is a situation of damn, ain't no way that people be feeling the way they be feeling about, there's no way you could, I get it. I get people be like, oh man, look, that autistic kid made a noise. Dog, they kids that need love and support and guidance, and you won't laugh at that. You won't call a black kid the N-word, an autistic black kid the N-word, and then fear for your life, fear for it. And I don't hope nothing happens to you, but you should. You need a real look at the real world, cause
right. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you'd raise hell. You'd be so upset that $600,000 got raised because some black lady called your white son or daughter fucking snow walker or some shit. You shouldn't act like one. Or you smell like a dog. You'd be pissed. You'd want that shit shut down immediately. If someone disrespected your kid, and the fact that you're a mother and you don't see how your actions brought the reaction out from most of the internet towards you it makes fucking embarrassing. Mind-boggling and embarrassing. I don't understand how you don't see it. The disconnect is real with you. You should know better. And you should do better. You should let kids be kids. Kids shouldn't have to be introduced to racism at 5. They should be able to go to the playground and play and go home. It's embarrassing. And one other thing, autism is not a death sentence for the fucking 1,000th time. It's not a death sentence. It doesn't mean autistic people are going to find love or find a job or find this or find that just because they're autistic. It doesn't fucking work like that.
People really be acting like they don't understand when people say that autism is a spectrum. And it truly is. And honestly, a lot of y'all don't realize that you on that spectrum. A lot of y'all don't understand that,
I don't think they know what the word spectrum means. They don't know what a spectrum is. And that's why they're like, oh, it's just one way or the other because you're on the spectrum. Like, you don't know what a spectrum is.
The thing that upsets me the most about how people treat kids with autism is being around them. Like, I obviously as a teacher, I can't say names, but I have students that literally one of my kids comes and he get a little too affectionate because they like kids with autism, specifically kids, it's all sensory. A lot of them like touch. So he like when you pat his head. Now he don't know his boundaries on that. He'll be like, nah, oh, you eating? No, pat my head. And he'll be like, nah, nigga, I'm trying to eat my chicken sandwich. But they really just got a lot. They love affection and love and whatnot. And a lot of people don't. It's one of those things that you don't understand unless you have an autistic kid, related to somebody autistic, work with somebody autistic. It's a spectrum. All of them different. And once you open your eyes and see that that's a spectrum, you see, all right, boom. You know, one of my kids, if you talk to him on a daily basis, you wouldn't even think that he's in that spectrum of autism. His biggest thing is he just needs music to function. All right, that's cool. Give him his music. He got his music. He is working, and he knocking everything out the fucking park. One of my kids is nonverbal, but will sit there and just write stories, a good story. One of my kids, he just numbers confuse him. But he get it done. He get his shit done. And it's like, you see that? You got a kid that hyper focuses on the things he likes. He's really into, one of his things is wrestling. He's really into wrestling. But another one of the things he likes is cars. So he could tell you all about the different parts of a car and how to fix a car. And I'm sitting here like, damn, what? You know how to do all of this? It's your age. That's what's up. That's actually probably he's like, oh yeah, man, I seen a car come in and you could tell something wrong with the transmission because you could hear it, and it'll probably go out on them in a couple of weeks if they don't tune this and this. Like, where you learn that? Oh, I looked it up on YouTube. Dog, they so impressive, dog, and people just be like, oh yeah, man. They hear autism and they think retarded, slow, and they be like, dog. I know I wasn't on an autism rant, but it really is damn, yo,
they don't care, bro. They are impenitent and dumb and intellectually not gonna get there because they don't want to challenge themselves. They'd rather just be impenitent and stupid, bro. Like, and it's aggravated that they hear a word and just go with, oh, you mean this word? The R word? That one? You mean that one? That's what that means, right? And it's like, no. Do a little research. Just read a little. Oh, wait. This country doesn't like reading. That's not fun. All I'm going to say to close that out, y'all, everyone should be anti-racist. Respect people with learning disabilities. Don't be an impenitent ass. And please, do not side with racists or the Republic. They're not good. The Republic was never good to the people in Star Wars. So why the fuck would they be good to you? No. Never side with racism. It's not good. Shit. People are going to have stereotypes. Sure, but racism, full-blown racism, fuck off. To hell with you. That's all I got to say about that. I hope y'all all go broke.
A little bit of love into your life.
You need it. Yeah.
And I say a little bit, but not no little bit for real. A lot of y'all need to
therapy. You need therapy, and you need to break these terrible cycles that's been taught to you from your pop or your grandparents or your mom or your dad. You need
a lot of y'all are hateful
that chain
for
of thought.
No fucking reason, and it's just so, you know, it upsets me because like you hear stories where people just being shit, and you're like, oh damn, you must have had a fuck life, and a lot of them really do be living like terrible lives, be going through it. But I've heard so many stories of people who just actually had really good lives, so it's just like, damn, you was just shitty to be shitty. You had such a good life, and you decided to be a fucked up person with it.
Mm-hmm. You just made me think of somebody. I ain't gonna name it, but ain't nothing was wrong with you. You just chose to be the renegade, the bad option every time when you didn't have to be. And things were good. You're just an asshole for no reason. And then want the world to be sympathetic towards you for being an asshole to the world. Like, what? What are you doing? That don't make no sense, man. Y'all need therapy. Y'all need to not be racist. Y'all need to unlearn any of that behavior you was taught. Because that shit's taught. That's not something you you come out the womb and you hate a certain race of people. It don't work like that. Everyone's taught that bullshit. Prejudice to racism.
The worst part about it is it really be for no fucking reason. Like, y'all
no reason.
Y'all don't have no stupid comic book backstory like, oh, when I was a child, a black man beat me up in the alley and I was sent. It really be on some, damn, that nigga dark. I don't like him. Like, for what?
That's
Bitch,
not like me.
You either, but still, fuck you.
That's not like me. And my dad said the darker they are, the more I should avoid them. And I avoided them my entire life.
When I was little, I heard
that's
the back
why
of the berry was sweeter the juice. And I wanted to know why.
And I want to know why. Why wasn't the white of the berry? Why wasn't the white of the berry the sour? See? I taught that, and ever since then I've been jealous of black people. I like sweet things. But I can't have that. I'm a diabetic. Like, it's stupid. It's just stupid. Just dumb. The reasoning behind it is just the fact that you even had a bad experience with a race of people and you've taken that to heart and you never moved past it. When you break it down, that's what 98% of it is. You had one bad experience and now you just threw a stereotype on that one bad experience and this is how they all act. Like, no.
A lot of y'all don't even have no fucking bad experiences. Y'all just shit people and you be trying to find an excuse to continue being a shit person. Fuck you.
That too. Like I said, I think everybody is prejudiced against everybody in some way, shape, or form. It might be a mild case because they've heard something and they've seen it throughout media countless times. Like, y'all all heard this one. Oh, if they're Asian, they're good at math, or blah, blah, blah. Or if they're black, they're good at sports. If they're white, they have good credit. You know, that's been perpetuated throughout media for forever. And people they've started to take that as fact. And it's not a fact. Not a particular race is just good at something automatically. It's not true. But people take the prejudices and then they wrap the prejudices up to full-blown racism because, I don't know how to really communicate with these people who are different than me, so let me go off of the fucked up prejudices and then my own little racism to make myself feel better about their existence. It don't make no sense. I'll tell you, one black people think about white people is you guys smell like wet dog. And that's not the case. Some of you smell very pleasant, and others you do smell like wet dog. But you see what I'm saying? I don't apply that to everybody, but that's something that we say. Some of y'all just have bad hygiene. That's really what we're saying. You have bad hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you don't have bad hygiene. That's how prejudices work. If I didn't know you, or if a black person didn't know you, and that's all they know about white people, they might just use that. But it's not the case, because you know how you combat prejudices? By going and talking to people and getting to know folks who are different from you. That's how you combat that. So you don't even get to the racism part. You can't get there because you combated it already.
Honestly.
It's fucking stupid, y'all. Come on.
I know an issue that I've been having, like, over the last couple of weeks, just like with everything going on in the world, is it's quite simply, dang, y'all really be this racist? You really feel this strongly about what's going on? I done truly been upset about, like, the state of the world and just, like, people in general, because, like, we really live in a hateful ass country, and it's just like, why? like really, why? What made you choose to be the way you are? And
that's how the country, unfortunately, throughout history, has always been fueled on racism, not fueled on respect and loving one another. It's fueled on, let's see which one we can hate the most. And that's our entertainment, and it's pitiful. And if there's an alternate Earth, different timeline where none of this shit happens and everyone really lives in peace and harmony and the conflicts are minor at the least and not based off of racism, I'd love to live there instead of this one, because y'all really got to do better, truthfully. I can't believe the only time, sometimes, I can't even call it the only time, sometimes the only time we get along is that fucking football game. And some form of entertainment where all that shit goes out the window. It shouldn't be like that. We should be able to get along and treat each other how we want to be treated without these weird undertones of prejudice or racism. It should just be, you meet a person, you treat them how you want to be treated, and you hope they do the same. And if they don't do the same, well, guess what? Y'all don't need to be friends. Game over. Not that hard.
mm-hmm.
But here we are still telling you this in 2025, and I am getting tired of repeating that sentiment. So be anti-racist, do the work so you don't be racist, talk to people, meet people that are different from you, challenge your own bullshit so you don't sound like an ignorant asshole, make friends outside of your comfort zone, and it'll be solved. It will all be solved if you do those things. But if you can't do those things, I promise you, we're just going to be talking about you. The shoe fits you if you don't do any of those. If for some reason the parasite of racism has to stick around, guess what? This is you we're talking about. Enough. Now, I would like to move on to a lighter topic. I have movie recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you haven't seen it yet, and you should go see it, by the way, no spoilers here. I'm not spoiling any of these movies because they need to be seen. The first one I saw the week after WrestleMania, it's Sinners by Ryan Coogler. You need to go watch that movie. If you like vampires and the Deep South and the blues, go see Sinners. It is a fantastic film. Beautiful. I love how well it was crafted, how the storytelling, the world building in that movie set up, the potential conflict. Well, the conflict. It's a conflict. Let's call it what it is. It was a conflict, but again, no spoilers. But you need to go see Sinners. Spend the $15 to go see it. By the way, this is a side. Movie ticket prices, fuck you, man. Fuck you. That's what I have to say to movie ticket prices. You guys are annoying. That convenience fee when you order online, if you're not a part of the Stubs, like Premier Club or A-List Club, fuck off. Like, I know I've cursed a lot this episode, but seriously, that's the most annoying thing. I should not have to pay $18 to see one movie. And then I shouldn't have to pay $10 for a small popcorn. $10, 10 whole bones. I don't want to even imagine what a drink costs like. My brother paid for nachos, because we went to the movies today, by the way. We paid for nachos. The nachos was, how much were the nachos? $12? He paid $12 for nachos. Like, and it's not even quality nachos. Y'all have to do something about the movie prices. I know this has been going on way before I was even thought of, but Jesus, man, the upcharge is ridiculous. I should be getting quality shit for $10 and $20. And could you imagine on a date? She wants stuff. She wants food. She wants candy. She wants a large drink and a large popcorn. And nothing's wrong with flexing and showing you can pay for it. But good Lord, $18, $20. You're paying like old video game prices. Ooh, we could get to that as well. This will be a 2-hour podcast. We'll try to, we might touch on it. But yeah, tickets are ridiculous. I say all that to say, for this movie though, it's worth the money. It's a 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. I enjoyed all the little things that they sprinkled into the movie. I want to talk about this so bad. Did you see Sinners?
I did not. And look.
Okay, you need to go see it. All right, I know.
A lot of it got, not a lot of it, but a lot of points got spoiled.
No.
And
I'm sorry, man.
Even with that, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Me and Siren trying to find a date that we could actually go watch it, because I would have watched it last week. Leap started for us, so we ain't been able to watch. It's just been like it's almost been like every other day it's been some shit. So we ain't.
Yeah, things slow down. You'll finally get to go see it. See it while it's in theaters. If you can't see it on in IMAX, don't see it a standard. I know that would be like the cheaper option, but you should see that in the IMAX. It's built for it, sounds for it. And stay for both of the credit scenes, the post-credit scenes. They're worth it. Fantastic movie. I can't say much else about it without spoiling the movie. Maybe I could give you the synopsis, but even that, I don't want to give you that. I feel like you should just go watch the movie. Or check it out.
Look, I know I sit there and I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. No, this is I'm going to go watch it. I need to.
It's like, I'll tell you what this feels like. This feels like, you remember when Black Panther came out and everyone was in the theaters for that? That's what this felt like when I was watching it. I felt like I'm a part of something that I'll look back on with fondness. Like, yeah, I remember when I saw Sinners. What a fantastic time I had there watching this beautifully crafted movie by Mr. Coogler. I loved it. And it's not that scary if you're jumpy with horror. I would like to, this might be a small spoiler, nothing that would ruin the story, but action-wise, not a ton of it in the movie. I mean, you had your scenes, but it's not a lot. It's not like it's plagued with through black guys hunting down vampires. Not really. It's a lot of setup before we get to the real suspense and the actual fighting. There is one plot hole in the movie, but I can't talk about it without spoiling it. But anyway, it's I'll hint at it. How about that? If someone turns you into a vampire, right, and the host that turns you into a vampire gets killed, doesn't that mean you should die as well? Because the host is dead.
See, I've heard that in some vampire media, but I've always thought that was stupid.
It's fair.
Because it's like, all right, not on some shit of like, oh, your point's stupid. I feel like that's a major weakness to give something like a vampire. Oh, dang.
Oh, you killed the person who turned me into one, so shit. This was fun. Oh, here comes the sun. I'm done now.
He bit me like 2 seconds ago. But
now I'm dead again. Because you killed the guy who bit me. You killed the girl who bit me. Right. Thanks a lot. Oh, shit. That's all I'm gonna hint to, because the way it was explained in the movie, maybe I need to see it again. It was explained if you got bit by one, and the only way to really stop it is either kill you or kill the host. And that's kind of what it was explained as. But then again, there are some vampire media where that doesn't happen, and the vampire is kind of independent from the host, and it just kind of shows up whenever it wants to show up. So maybe that's what happened. But to me, from the first viewing, it felt like that's a major ass plot hole right there. But I'm leaving it alone till you see the movie. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about once you see the movie. But that's enough about Sinners, because if I talk any more about it, I'm gonna spoil it. And the second movie recommendation I have for y'all, just saw it today. I think I can say this with confidence. Marvel got their spark back, because Thunderbolts, that's a real damn good movie. 10, okay. 9 out of 10 for sure. I don't want to say 10 out of 10 because that seems a bit much, but 9 out of 10. I love the message it was portraying throughout the whole movie. I'm not going to tell y'all the message because I'm not here to spoil anything. I love the Thunderbolt. I need more John Walker in TV or movies, because let me tell you, dude who's playing John Walker, U.S. agent, he got it. He got it. Buddy's got it. Florence Pugh killed it once again. Why did I say killed it? Like I'm from, why did I say it like I'm from Memphis or something? Or Baltimore. Killed it.
Sir.
No, sir. No.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Florence
sir.
Pugh killed it as Yelena. Oh, shout out to Bob. And I'm going to say 3 things. Chicken, cucumber, genuine. And once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to say anything else. Fire ass movie. Go see it. And that's all I have to say regarding that. And stay for the post-credit scene because you're going to be hyped for the next movie that's coming out in July. That's all I'm going to say. And we got Superman, Fantastic Four. So many things happening in July. I think I'm going to join the A-list because I'm not getting hit with this convenience fee again. I don't want to pay.
I'm A-list.
Do you still get hit with the convenience fee?
Shoot. I had to check my last statement. I don't think I did.
You need to let me know, because if you get hit with a convenience fee and you on the A-list, a premium A-list, and they still charge you for a convenience fee, I'm going to flip a table, because this shit should not be that expensive. I'm sorry. Movie tickets are, I know we live in the age of streaming, but movie tickets should not be almost as expensive as 2 Netflix freaking subscriptions. I'm sorry. That's wild to me. So there's that. I'm going to briefly touch on this and then we're going to close because we're at 1 hour and 30 and folks have to go to work. I do want to announce one thing though. If something major happens in the week, like before the episode comes out, we may do like an emergency pod if it's just like about a topic we're really passionate about, and we'll have it out as a bonus episode.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I'm definitely down. I'm on that wave.
Okay, and if you want to do one, of course, just shoot the group a thing so we can just hop in here and chat about it. But the last thing I'm going to talk about, and I hate that this is happening to the video game industry, but everything's becoming so expensive where this is starting to look like a hobby that you won't be able to enjoy unless you have a huge back catalog of games to play. Because I feel real bad for new gamers with all these price increases coming to consoles and games, specifically Microsoft, because you guys got some damn nerve to make everything cost $100 more than it needs to be. To get a controller is $90. To get the new Xbox Series X with the 2 terabyte is $730. The regular Series X, if I'm correct, is $600. Y'all are smoking crack. And I fear that the video game industry, and don't get me wrong, I know we can blame the tariffs and stuff, and I know video game prices have always been kind of out of pocket. Even 20 years ago, it was out of pocket. But you got more value for what you were paying back then. Now it's like, here's a good example. Back then, you could get like the PlayStation greatest hits. You could spend $20 and you leave with a quality game. You know, it's a greatest hits game, but you leave with a quality game. You spend maybe $60. That's 3 games. Nowadays, if you tried $60 as a game, and unless it's coming from an indie studio, but if you try to get a AAA game, you're paying $70 to $80, and it's going up to $90 for certain points. And yes, GTA 6 got delayed to May 26, 2026, but I have a feeling that game's going to be $100 when it drops. And by the time we get to 2026, games it might normalize to being $90 to $80 along with the consoles and accessories. And it's just a bit alarming for gamers. It's really the new gamers, because I think for me and you, Reezo, I think we're going to be fine because we have back catalog of shit we didn't play.
Look, hold up, son. I'm about to tell you how many games I'm sitting on that I have not touched.
I got plenty.
And this is just on a PlayStation. It's not talking about Xbox. It's not talking about Steam, because my Steam category building up. Hold up. This shit wanted to sort by most recent. No, don't sort by purchase date. All right. So, back catalog, boom. Right? Mm-hmm. So, I never got to play Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors Ultimate is one of the games of one of the PlayStation games for the month. Right? Man, I got Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2. That's a JRPG turn-based Monster Hunter. I gotta play that. I still got shit I need to do in Monster Hunter Wilds. I have God of War Ragnarok and God of War. Both of them. Have not played either one of them yet. The new one. Tales of Arise, Ghostwire Tokyo. Let's see. Is this the remaster? Yeah, the remaster, Legend of Mana. The new Dead Space.
Basically everything.
Hogwarts Legacy ain't been touched yet.
Basically everything.
Crisis Core ain't been touched yet.
Jesus Christ. See,
I got all 3 Spider-Mans, all 3 of the Insomniac Spider-Mans untouched. Never played.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Tekken's constantly getting updated. I bought every single Resident Evil and have not gone to them yet. I haven't touched 4 yet. I hadn't touched 2 or 3 remake. I've never played 7, and I hadn't played 8 yet, and I have all of them. So you already guessed that.
By the time you get to 6, they're gonna have fucking 9 coming out or announced.
MC gonna trash me. I never played Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, come on!
Dog.
Now you're pissing me off. I'm about to end the podcast.
But I have Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, I bought Control because Control has Alan Wake DLC.
Yes, sir.
I have Alan Wake 2. Haven't touched it yet.
What the fuck you haven't touched it yet?
Because I want to finish. I was replaying Alan Wake 1. Oh, yeah. And then I want to finish. I want to play Control and do the Alan Wake DLC. And then I want to play 2. This guy is 1 through 7.
Oh my God! You stop! Just stop! That's enough. That's enough. One Disgaea is like worth a year's worth of game, and the amount of grinding you have to do in Disgaea to get good. You don't have to say it anymore. That's enough.
Hold on, wait.
Your back catalog is vast. It's enough.
Look, you can tell you, and this is the shit that's really been a problem. So a lot of y'all know. Some of y'all know. If y'all in Discord or other places, y'all know. I play Honkai Star Rail. I stopped playing Star Rail for like half a year. So I have half a year's content because Star Rail's update process is every 2 months. So I came back to Star Rail and there's a whole new area. And I started playing, like, I've been hard playing it for like about a month, and I'm still not to the new content yet. So yeah, there's that. I started playing Warframe again because I was able to get my Xbox Warframe account on the PlayStation.
I hope y'all know he's been just naming games for a solid 2 to 3 minutes. I
haven't touched Zenless in a year.
We're still going.
And
We're at the Z's. I
haven't touched Zenless in a year, and Zenless has a bunch of content. So, and they just had their 2-year anniversary. Genkai says I need to get back into Wuthering Waves. It's so much, dog, and that's just the PlayStation. I ain't talking about my Xbox catalog. I haven't talked about the Steam catalog.
See?
It's so many games. I mean?
So for gamers like us, if you're gonna make things way more expensive, we good. Because we have other stuff to play from years ago. I know I still haven't touched Elden Ring yet. I haven't touched Cyberpunk yet. I barely touched Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8. I have that. I have multiple JRPGs to get through. Triangle Strategy, the Dealfield Chronicles, what else on this Switch? Eastward, that's another one. I'm gonna look at my Switch right now. Octopath 2, I didn't finish Octopath 2, the Star Ocean second story, following the first Star Ocean story. Like, my back catalog on most of, in Stars in Time, I haven't played that yet. Jesus, man. I gotta finish Day of the Diver, didn't finish that. I got Call of the Lamb, I got Live Alive, I got Shin Megami Tensei 3. Look, I played a lot of games, and I brought a lot of games. Yes, some of this was irresponsible, and yes, some of this was on sale. Astral Chain. Astral Chain was from like when the Switch first launched. Still didn't play that yet. That's crazy. The WarioWare games. No More Heroes 1 through 3. I think I beat Hollow Knight. I have Final Fantasy 7. Guess what? Never played Final Fantasy 7. I can admit that on the pod. I never played it. I watched my cousin play it. I never played it. I watched him play 8. I played 6 though. I did play 6.
I played the fuck out of 6. Oh, yeah. Boom. I didn't even talk about that. I didn't even talk about that. Me and Kate just bought
the collection.
Yeah, they had the pixel remasters 1 through 6.
Oh, y'all cut up.
Then what else? So that I don't know if you remember. It's made by the same people who made this Gaia. Me and Shino was real into Phantom Brave, and the new Phantom Brave came out, and we got that unopened. Siren just bought all the fucking Life is Strange's. Haven't even touched those yet.
Man, you get my point though. Developers, if we're gonna have these $80, $90 games and all the other stuff that you're trying to get us to buy, I think gamers that have big back catalogs like ours, we're just not gonna buy them. We'll probably support an indie developer before we support a major studio because y'all are asking for a bit much. If we're going to follow Nintendo's suit, Microsoft is clearly on board with the $80 games. And I'm not going to be surprised if Sony, also agrees that their game should be $80.
Hey,
I promise you.
I was thinking that, and then my next thought was, what if Sony is the only company that's like, hey, yeah, no, we're going to keep our game price here.
Oh, they'll be the winners. But if not, I promise you, indie developers are going to save the video game industry. Like they do time and time again and don't get enough credit for it. But they're going to save it with the innovative ideas, the creativity, and not trying to steal every penny from you. They're going to just make a fun experience and move on to making another fun experience. And I hope that what happens and they don't just become greedy assholes. But yeah, we good. I don't need to buy another freaking game for a while. Unless it's one of those yearly release games, and the only yearly release game I tend to get is the WWE games, and that's it. I don't have to wait till March for that, so I'm good. I'm waiting on like I said, I'm waiting on Ultra Pro Wrestling to drop. Once that drops, I may not buy another 2K game because it's the Aki engine, and you get to create everything. It's like taking two of my favorite things and putting it together. You got the Aki engine from the No Mercy and WCW World Tour, Revenge, WrestleMania 2000. You got all that, and you have the creativity that's endless that you can only find in like Fire Pro Wrestling. Why did I just call it? Why did I do that? It's Fire Pro Wrestling, not Fire Pro Wrestling. Do I have a stutter and I don't know about it? This is a self-diagnosis. God, I'm asking you, do I have a stutter? I hope I don't. Nothing's wrong if you have a stutter, but I don't want to have one if I don't have one. And I would hate to find out that I had one because of the podcast. That would truly stink to know that you have been talking like this forever, but it has the creativity of Fire Pro Wrestling and the funness of the Aki engine, and I can't wait for that game to drop. But I don't think I'm going to be purchasing anything besides Mario Kart World, which already comes with the bundle for the Switch too. So I think I'm good. And to be petty, and I'm going to end it on this, I might not even play Mario Kart World when it comes out. You know what I might play first, Rizu, just to be very petty and see how strong the Switch 2 is, even though I know my old faithful Switch 1 can run this game. I might go on NSO. I might go to the Super Nintendo and just go to my favorite game and play Earthbound. Mother, too.
I support it.
Not even open Mario Kart World, just stare at it like, yeah, I got it.
Dog,
I'm playing Earthbound.
I know it's childish on my end, son. I plan on playing, like, dog, look, people talking about the Breath of the Wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look, if the Switch 2 version better, I might have to cop that, because I don't actually own it anymore. But you know who does? Siren. And they added that fucking virtual game card shit. And you can loan out games. I'm playing it. I'm fucking playing it, dog.
As you should, bro.
If you ain't never played, look, I know we in 2025. I don't even remember when the original Breath of the Wild came out. Breath of the Wild was a fire-ass fucking game.
Confession.
I love Breath of the Wild, son. I remember when I had that bitch, that was all I played. There was a fucking Lanelle that I was fighting on one of the missions. And I was like, hey, this nigga is fucking me up. I cannot beat this bitch. And I was sitting there like trying to figure out how I was going to beat him for like a week. I was like, all right, maybe I got to fucking approach this. I was literally throwing swords at this nigga before I was fighting. I was like, yeah, man, this the fucking game.
You know, you're about to yell at me because I brought Breath of the Wild, right?
Uh-huh.
And I brought Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Uh-huh.
Never played either one of them. They just been sitting on my Switch 2 like, well, bitch, this was pointless. Why did you buy us?
I ain't buy Tears of the Kingdom. I ain't even get to touch it yet.
The rare Nintendo Switch sale around Christmas, it was on sale. I'm like, oh, I'll get it for that price. I'm not going to pay $70 for it, but I'll get it for $40. And I got it, and I never booted it up because I didn't play the first one, which I also got on sale because I do not pay full price for video games unless it's something I really like. So there's that. I have not played those, and those are long games. So again, back catalog is straight. I got stuff that I take months to beat. I'm still not done with Yakuza, mind you. I'm still playing Like a Dragon, and after that's Infinite Wealth. Actually, no. After that's The Man Who Erased His Name. Then it's Infinite Wealth. Then it's the Pirate series. I got game, okay? I got game. I'm not worried. I'm just worried about you new gamers. Y'all don't have games. And y'all gotta shell out money to play them. And that's gonna suck. I feel for y'all. I just want y'all to know. If Rizu don't, and Bearded don't, and anybody else don't, I do. I feel for y'all. I know they feel for you, but I just want you to know I do. Because that's your bank account gonna hurt. Unless you stay on Steam. Because you could get you a Steam Deck, go crazy on the Steam sales, summer sale, winter sale, spring sale, fall sale, the sale, get all the games to your hearts, whatever that phrase is. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to try to finish the phrase. I don't remember what it is. Maybe because I'm tired. But yeah, you can just buy games for $5 and play them and just build your library and not have to spend $90 or $80 just to play the new Donkey Kong or just to play the new Elden Ring co-op game. Or spend $110 to play GTA 6. I know y'all gonna try it, Take-Two. I'm prepared, but I know you're gonna try it. I know it's gonna be like $100 plus for the deluxe or for the ultimate. It's $150. I already know you're gonna try that shit because you're bold. Okay, I think we covered a good fast bit of topics this time around. Even though this wasn't short notice, we just didn't discuss it. That's 98% of how we do the show. Even when we do try to do it right, of having a committee and chatting prior to the show. The mics go on, the red light goes on, and we just talk. And that's kind of how Simply Complicated Universe has always worked. Now, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we're going to close out the show. Rizu, let them know where they can find you, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, look, y'all already know. I don't even think I told MC this, so he might find out something that y'all didn't know. Well, yeah, y'all will know now. Y'all already know I'm on Twitch. I actually recently started doing the SCPW streams to the Facebook page because OBS does multi-streaming now, so y'all can see the streams on Facebook on Mondays and Saturdays.
Right.
It's been lit. It's been cool. Besides that, y'all already know. It's your boy. I got no, I'm about to say my fucking intro. Remember, courage is the magic that will turn your dreams into reality. And even though our destinations may differ, the orbit of our stars will eventually converge.
That's the line right there. I get that one wrong every time, but I love it. This is your boy, the MCZX. That's the MCZX. And as always, take care, you be good, give yourself a try. Please don't be so hard on yourself. It's not worth being hard on yourself. Remember, you are not alone. Rely on your friends. You are worthy of being here. Do not do anything stupid. Please treat people how you want to be treated and don't be a dick. We do not need you guys dicks to each other. Be nice to each other. Love on one another. And call out bullshit when you see it. Don't be silent. Silent is complicity. And you don't like the shit you see, you better use that mouth. You better open that mouth, and talk. That's what it's for anyway.
Indeed. Use that mouth.
Use that mouth. I ain't about to say what I was about to say. I'm not about to say what I was about to say. I had a joke. I was going to go blue and dirty, but I'm going to end the show there. Y'all, be easy, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Unless something big pops up and we need to discuss it now while it's on our thoughts. So, you take care, and thank you for listening to Simply Complicated Universe. And to all the people who got released during Black Friday for WWE, you're going to be A-okay. It's not the end. You're going to bounce back. Y'all got that. Peace out, y'all.